Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Classes with me. In today's video, we will focus on one of the most important SQL constraint, that is primary key. There is no need to worry about. We will cover foreign key, unique and default constraint in upcoming videos. I am covering each constraint separately so that you can understand each and every concept clearly and in a dedicated step-by-step manner. And also this video is only around I mean to say 10 minutes kind of video, and it will contain both theory as well as the practical part. So by the end of the session you will have a clear understanding of how to use this constraint correctly and how they maintain data quality and integrity in proper SQL database. So before jumping into primary key, or I would say before jumping into the practical part, let's talk something, or I would say let's have some discussion or knowledge about what is constraint and what is primary key in theoretical point of view. So first thing first, what is constraint? In SQL, constraint are rules that we apply in column or tables to protect data quality. You can think of constraint as checks that the database perform in an automatic way. No need to do any kind of manual work. I mean to say that. So what things do they provide us in point of data quality kind of thing? Like what things do they actually take care of? If recruiter asks you this question, like why do we use primary key, foreign key, unique, default, what's the use of that? You would say obviously they used to take care, or I would say they used to protect the data quality kind of thing. So if recruiter asks you one more question from this question reference, like what kind of things do they help us? Like you told, it is an automated format, right? That's correct. But in what way do they help us? Directly say them this 3 to 4 points. If you want, you can take the notes as well. First point is you can say it avoid duplicate data. Second thing, you can say it ensures required value are present or not. Third thing, you can say it maintain valid relationship between table or tables. Fourth thing you can say is like they provide sensible default values in the table. Okay? So as the video title suggests, we will take care of the primary key, and it is uniquely identifies each and every row. This is what primary key does. So now let's move on to the theory part of the primary key. Primary key, what it does, it uniquely identify each row in a table. First thing first. Second thing, there won't be any null values in this primary key constraint. Third thing, key they can be only one primary key per table, but it can be single column or multi column, depends. If you want, suppose you want the id in primary key and also you want the department id in primary key, it will happen, no need to worry about. In two, or I would say in multi columns, you can provide multiple primary keys, but one table will have kind of primary key, one primary key kind of thing. There won't be different. Multiple column primary key will be there, but there can be only one primary key per table. How it is done? I know it is a bit confusing. How it is done? We will check that in practical part. No need to worry about. And there are some rules in primary key which we should follow, and we should also learn about it, because see, no doubt we will be doing practical part about each and every theoretical topic. So each and every practical part or practical knowledge have their own rules and regulations. So do primary key. I mean, so do constraint also have their rules and regulation. So for primary key, there are some rules and regulation which we should remember, or I would say which we should follow during the use of this primary key constraint. First thing is the rules that are present in primary key constraint. First thing is the value are always unique, or you would say the value must be unique. Second thing, the values would not contain any null values. There won't be any null values, right? Third thing, one primary key per table. These are the three. most important things for primary key constraint which you should take care of. Okay, so right now lots of talking and discussing in theoretical part. Now let's move to the practical part for the primary key constraint. ठीक है, primary key. And as I have told you, this all constraint will be used in our create table and insert into queries. ठीक है, so right now I will be using very small table department. ठीक है, so I will create a table, right? Just a minute, let me increase. Yeah, create table department YT. ठीक है, this is how we create table. Right now I won't be giving so much columns and all. I will be giving only three columns like ID, name and location. That's it. So I will write department ID, and ID is always an integer, and I will give a primary key constraint here. Okay, right now I told name. Name always variable character. ठीक है, simple as that, and I won't add any primary key, but I will add something called not null. ठीक है, the if id is present, the name should not be having any null. There should be null present in the name column. ठीक है, and third column I will add location. Location, as the name suggests, the data type will be in text. So variable character, let's give 40. ठीक है, simple as that. So I will create a table. Okay, table created, that's it. Let me see one thing. Select everything from department, this. ठीक है, okay, see how you can know what table is having primary key and or not. Simple as that. When you create a table and when you give a primary key in any of the column, it will directly show here pk करके. ठीक है, pk is shown here. Simple. Name, character variable character, location same. But as this is not primary key, so we have used id as our primary key, so we have given a identification mark of pk, which is primary key. Simple. Right now we have created table, and right now we will insert something. So insert into this values. Okay, right now as we are learning this primary key, I will show you something. I will write name and location. ठीक है, simple as that. I will write name and location. ठीक, and I will write values, as I will write, suppose name is Rahul and location is Mumbai. Right now I want a second thing as this name, and name is Delhi. Right now when I execute this, see what it is showing. The ID relation department YT violates not null constraint. So here null won't be there. Here what you find out, what I have told in the theoretical part, you cannot give null in any primary key. You find out that. This is why I am saying you key you have to also follow the rules and regulation. Now see, I give ID like that 1, and right now I will show you here too. What I've told you, remember, I have shown you the thing as well. See how things goes on, how and why you should follow the rules and regulation in each and every constraint. As I've told you, null would not be there in primary key. Primary key would be unique. Third thing, primary, there should be one primary key per table. So one error we have seen for null, as I have removed ID and I have not given any ID data in the table, so it will be a null from SQL point of view, and we have got a error. Now right now see, when I execute it, it has executed the query successfully without showing any error. Right now when I execute this, see how it is coming properly. ठीक है, no need to worry about. So this is the first thing and first error we have seen, or I would say the first rule or error we have seen if we do not follow the primary key rules and regulation. Right now I will take care of the second rules or I would say error in primary key. What I've told in primary key, what will happen? Just a minute. In primary key, what I've told, there won't be any duplicate value. Suppose by mistake, what I do, कि I forgot कि second row is present or not. I will say okay, second row. I will say Varun. And suppose I forgot. I don't know that there is second row here or not. I was in a hurry and by mistakenly I've written second Varun and I will write Gujarat. Write that. Just a minute. ठीक है? Suppose by mistake. Because see, we are humans, mistakes can be done by human. I mean, human errors will be there. So that's why. When I execute it, now see what they have given. Duplicate key value violates unique constraint. So department YT primary key ID 2 already exist. So in this error, SQL automatically tell you that in the table department YT, this ID 2 is already present. And why I'm showing you this error? Because when you are creating the table for ID, you have given the primary key. Okay? This is the beauty of primary key constraint. We have seen both the error, both the rules that we have followed, and also we have seen what if we do not follow the rules. First thing, cannot be null. Second thing, duplicate values won't be there. So I will delete it and write 3 as the ID in this table. And when I execute it, properly done and dusted. And when I execute this, see 1, 2, 3, done and dusted. Easy. So this is what we have seen by the use of primary key in SQL. Also null also we have seen. And if you want to see one more thing, suppose you will take one detail here. Suppose I have ID everything as well and I write here null. I will write here suppose Ashish and I will write here West Bengal करके ठीक है. Suppose everything is there, everything is good to go, and I don't know, like ID is having some primary key or something, and by mistakenly I have given null as well. So when I execute, okay, let's remove this. This is actually done. That's why. Right now for ID I have given null, and when I execute it, see it is giving you an error. Why? Because department YT wallets not null constraint and ID is what? Simple. ID is what? Is an primary key. So you have to remove null as well. You don't have to write manually null. Like you cannot write null in a manual way and insert data into ID. Okay? So these are some rules and regulation which you have to follow when you are taking care of primary key constraint. Okay? Simple as that. And in this way, we have seen the use of primary key in SQL. So right now, let's do a recap of what things we have learned in this video. First thing, we have seen the use of primary key in SQL. So when you are going to use primary key, what rules you have to take care of? First rule is that you have to take care that primary key is uniquely identifying each row. Second, it cannot be null and cannot have duplicates value. Third thing is like one per table, means one data per table, but you cannot involve multiple columns. I mean, sorry, it can involve multiple columns as well. Okay? These are the things, and also that's the pure video of primary key constraint in SQL. If you like this video, please click on the like button. If you want, you can share this video to someone who is practicing SQL on a daily basis. Also, please click on the subscribe button. Also, click on the bell icon. Why I'm saying each and every time to click on the bell icon? Because we do live stream each and every day, so that when I start my live stream in YouTube, you can join in my live stream and ask me doubts. I will personally help you out in the live stream related to your doubts in SQL, in Python for data analytics, related to projects, assignments, also anything related to data analysis career, I will help you out in that. So that's all about it. Till then, bye bye, take care, happy coding, happy learning, happy querying, and let's meet again in a new video.